Good evening, everyone. This is Laura, Lettering by Laura, and I'm so glad you're able to stop by my YouTube channel, Lettering by Laura, on this beautiful Wednesday evening. I'd like to invite you over to take a peek and press that like button on my Facebook page and also on my Instagram, but more so my Facebook page, because that's where you're going to see the most up-to-date postings, real close, crisp, well-taken pictures, really good lighting. Natural lighting outside so you guys can see the blending and the lines and the exact way I letter things out. I know that's very helpful to a lot of people, so I invite you on over to, again, my Facebook page, Lettering by Laura, and Instagram, Lettering by Laura as well. So here we are, Lettering by Laura, 3 for 1. So I'm here to talk about very simple hand lettering. There seems to be a shortage of these types of videos, not a shortage of lettering videos per se. In my opinion, there is, and this is, I want to say this in a way where I don't, grumpy grump anyone. It's just a lot of the videos are either very short or they're very quick and time-lapsed form, or they speak about in just one specific product, or maybe it's in a lot of things can happen. And so what people are asking of me, the people that know me, know the way I letter, is they're asking, Laura, we like the way you letter. We like the simpleness of your lettering, nothing too fancy that I do, which is something that it makes me feel very good. Can you show us? Can you teach us? So here I have 2 ways here on how to letter out the word fall. Remember, lettering out does not mean your handwriting. This is not my handwriting. My handwriting stinks. After all the years of working in the ER with the doctors and nurses, my handwriting is awful. But I have trained my hand and have a lot of memory muscle memory, whatever you want to call it, in my hand, where because I've taken the time to learn and I have made myself sit down and looked at Pinterest, looked at Instagram, and respectively taken from what I see and given proper credit along the way, especially if I post something and it is directly inspired by Jane Doe, John Smith, whomever it is. I put the name, I put the blog, I put the Facebook page, I put the Twitter account, whatever it is, because it is not my original idea. Now, if it is my original idea and someone does the same thing, which has happened twice and it makes me feel good, my name has been mentioned and that just makes me feel good. All right, so let's talk about, this is my Rhodia paper here, and we're going to talk about simple hand lettering. So as you can see here, you can clearly see I have taken, this is the initial, that's not even a word. This is the initial F here, right here. All right. I'm going to go ahead and actually write it out with my brand new favorite pens that I purchased in a set of 4. Let me just show you really quickly. I don't know if I have yet. They're by this company called Black Liner by Pacific Arc. I found these at Hobby Lobby. They come in 4 nib sizes. You're going to hear some noise in the background. They've been installing new kitchen cabinets in our apartments all week long. Our turn is going to be tomorrow, so you probably won't hear from me tomorrow. Looks like they're finishing up next door. So if you hear some of that buzzing sound, sawing sound, sorry about that. Exactly. So here we have number 4, which is what I'm going to use. All right. Then there is number 5. Oops, so sorry. Number 5. After that comes number 6. Okay. And then number 8. These cost $9.99 plus tax, so definitely use your coupon. My favorite right now is the number 6 and number 4. Just really like that. So let's go ahead So the main alphabet word here, excuse me, letter here is F. And this is how I began. All right, and you can clearly see from my sketch lines that I have definitely did a lot of sketching work on here. All right. So what I like to do is just do the same thing, bring it down. Now the person who completely inspired me with this wonderful alphabet, or not so much alphabet, but just her lettering style, her name is Crystal Elizabeth, and that is actually her Instagram name. And I'm sure you all know who she is. She also has an Facebook, excuse me, I'm sure she has a Facebook, but I don't know what it is. But she has a YouTube, that's what I meant to say, a YouTube. And I follow it as well. And that is also Crystal Elizabeth. All right? And it is actually spelled out like this. Okay, so that's her YouTube and her Instagram account name. All right. So as you can see, I've just taken the A and just gone over. All right. And this is the roundness. This is why it's great to have your work sketched out with pencil first. All right, and then you can erase it after this is all done, because these pens, they do say that they're waterproof, non-fading, and they're pigment ink. But knowing that they're pigment, they're going to take a few seconds or a few minutes to dry, so better be safe than sorry. This is my take from Crystal Elizabeth's respective work. And I began my letter F back here. Okay. And then I begin to thicken from the front. From the back to the front. I don't know why I do that. Okay. And I usually don't like to close my A's either, so I don't. All right. And I'd like to just go ahead and, as you can see, very simply go over the lines. You're saying, but you've already done this, you're just copying, you know, over your own work here. Well, we're going to go ahead and do an original one, so no worries. It's just always good to mention where your inspiration comes from. All right, so this is obviously very, very different from her Instagram postings and from what I take from it. But you can definitely see some similarities, so thank you, Crystal Elizabeth, for that. Let's go ahead and write out the word love. Now, I do struggle, being that the first letter of my name is L for Laura, I do struggle with the capital L. So I just go ahead and make this shape right here. Very simple. Okay, and very softly, and when I mean softly, very gently, bring it down. You can see I'm changing the way I hold my pencil because I'm making this part down here a little bit more larger than it initially began to be, and it's definitely more rounder. This one is more oblong. All right, and I'm not too happy with the way that it is because I struggle with the word owl a lot, but here's where I'm going to come down with my thick downstroke, and this is where the difference is going to be made. So when I see lettering like this, or I practice lettering like this, I consider this to be modern lettering, not so much faux calligraphy. This is modern lettering for me. So everyone has their own opinion of how it is. Writing out my name here. I was going to write out the word love, but I guess I changed my mind there. I can still change my mind because, you know, I'm writing it out in pencil, but let's keep on going. Okay, so as you can see, that's how I went ahead and made out my A and brought it down. I like exaggerating the long part of the A here and going up into the U for my name. And what I like about the dots here on any dot pad is it keeps it in unison, you know, and nice uniform. They all reach the same height as far as these dots right here are concerned. I do like that. The U's are really not a big deal for me. And I do not like the way that came out because usually my U's are a little bit more not as uppity up, if you will. There we go. This is more my style right here. Okay, so getting ready to go up towards the R, and a lot of people struggle with the R. So we're going to go up, and we're going to turn right here to the left. Take it easy, nice and slow. Remember, the way yours looks or going to look is not the way mine looks or is going to look, all right? And that's okay. And you can either choose to have going down to be pretty sharp, or you can choose to make a smoother line like this. Okay, so a lot of people like to do that as well. And whenever you do that, just simply go over it the same way we just did to the left there, up. And choose whether you want to make the thick downstroke on the inside or outside. Let's go ahead and do it on the inside here. And when you're coming down, make sure that you join with the original. And that's how it's a little bit more smoother there. This one's a little bit more sharper. And let's bring it up again. I don't want to erase it. I don't think it's going to get in the way. There. Let's go ahead and the dots are always good too to begin. I can never do this A. My A's in any letter, any quote, anything the same way twice for some reason, so it's all good. Okay, and then so I went a little bit more down here, so I want to make sure I do the same thing here. See how that little flourish right there going like little hook makes all the difference. All right, so let's go ahead and use again the 04 so you can see. Don't forget that I haven't made my downstrokes. And a lot of people like this look without the downstroke, just this look right here for their bullet journaling. So if this is your look, then that's okay. Now, so far my opinion of these pens, again from the black liner by Pacific Arc, so far so good. They seem to take a good amount of pressure when I'm going over my lines, my penciled lines. I have a very heavy hand and they seem to take the pressure very well. Okay, so this is literally, I'm not going to say how easy it is, but this is what it is. As you can see, I went ahead and chose to do my downstroke on the outside instead of the inside for my R. And I'm also going to do a little bit of a line on the inside curve there of the R. Okay, for the A, and here we go for the A as well. Alright, so that spells out my name, Laura. Alright, you can also do another form of an L, and I'll do this very easily with straight with the pen. You can begin with a simple line, circular shape going down. Alright, and then you can, I'm not a big fan of this look here, but I have done it a couple times. Alright, and then usually, and this is, we're going to fit in my name here really quickly. I then letter out my name pretty close together. As you can see, I'm taking my time. And even though they're pretty close together, it comes out looking pretty good. And this is where you can go ahead, Jesus, and make the thicker downstrokes. I'm going to go ahead and make mine on the inside here so I can show you. And I'm not making a little one there on the little bubble of the R. I'll leave that alone. Alright, and then you can begin to fill in. I wasn't going to, but when I did the downstroke of this part here of the A, it just happened automatically, so. And obviously if there's any imperfections that need to be smoothed out, you can go ahead and, looks like maybe just a little bit is needed, right? Just a little bit. You can go ahead and use a smaller numbered micron or whatever it is that you have, jelly pen, or just a regular pen, and just smooth them out. Alright, so there's a different way to write out the name Laura. Alright, very simple. Let's go ahead and let's not do any pencil. Let's write out the name hello. Excuse me, not the name, the word hello and the word love. Okay? I know those are typical cliche words, but a lot of people can definitely learn from simple hand lettering techniques. Alright? And again, please excuse my extremely non-manicured hands. I'm gonna close this up here. Okay. Let's go ahead and start off with this right here on this little dot. When you're using dotted paper, it helps now you notice there's a nice curve there, and I've always enjoyed, even though I'm having my Rhodia dot pad here on this direction, I've always enjoyed my lines to be going that way for some reason. I showcase it here. Alright, I just enjoyed that, and that's just something I've picked up over time by watching other letterers, respectively speaking. So for the word hello, you're going to go up and down, up again. It's hard for me to do continuous lettering, so I do have to stop when I make the E for the hello part. Alright, and I reach up at the top height right here, the same height. I stop right there for the L. Same thing again for this one. Okay, I'm not going to make the O so big, so let's go ahead and begin our O just like that, and end it like that. Very simple. Alright, so here's where we begin. I can hold my pen a little bit different because I don't want any smearing happening here, so I'm holding my pen quite differently. I'm going down very gently. Okay. I'm just basically going in on the downstrokes. Pretty thin here. Usually I do them a lot thicker, but I'm going in real thin here. It's my favorite part of the O. Just like this. And I have to go ahead and thicken up that line there a little bit because go ahead and make a swirl there as well, and that helped me out. And now we're going to go ahead and color that in. Obviously, if you have also a marker, a bullet nib marker, it's easier. Takes less work out of these smaller nibbed pens that we use just specifically for hand lettering. But this is a very simple way on how to write the word, hand letter the word hello. And if you want to make it thicker, you can go ahead and add maybe the lines on the outside a little bit more thicker if you'd like. That's why it's always good to start off with a pencil, but I wanted to show you in this case that it's okay to, at least with the way I've practiced things, I feel comfortable just beginning with a pen. I just don't want my hand smearing, so I'm beginning to and I am actually going to thicken, as you can see, that line up right there. Just makes sense to do so. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and color in the H. Alright, so there you have it, and I'm glad I did cover it up because look, a little bit of smearing happened. Let's see, actually, we didn't get to see how the test did for these on the opposite side, and with the Rhodia pad, it passed a test. You can see ghosting, but there is absolutely no pass on to the next paper. Alright, looks like my little one is getting a little desperate there, so let's go ahead and finish this up. Like I said, this is more in-depth type of video, so it is obviously a lot longer than my usual ones, and that's okay. Sometimes longer instructions, a little bit of more one-on-one time is needed. I'm simply just thickening up some of my lines here and just straightening up some of the shakiness that I still struggle with on an everyday basis. Alright, and I think I'm going to also go up on the O as well. Just a little bit there. And this is where I have to hold my pen, my writing tool here, in such a way where I go ahead and bring it down to make it the circle here, it's nice and smooth. And then we're going to come back over here and thicken this line here to meet up with that down there. There you guys have it. There you guys have it. A nice way to do the word hello. And how about the word love? Let's do a very quick love here. Let's start off with traditional line. Simple O. Swirl on the O there. Bring down the V. Come up halfway with the V there, or you can go up all the way. Let's go up all the way with the V, like this, and then a straight line across, a little bit more for the E. Let's go ahead and thicken the lines going down. Okay, there you go. All right. So that's pretty much how I do the lettering, with first the pencil and then I add the pen. Just like that. This is probably the most basic of basic hand lettering ways to do things. I'm actually looking for the #1 Pigma here, just to make it quick, easy downstroke. Just a thicker, fuller nib towards the end here, so it just makes it easier. Same type of ink, rich pigment ink, so do give yourself time to dry, your lettering piece to dry here. And as you can see, my lines are really thin in between, so I will take the time behind the scenes to thicken these up. Alright, actually I could go ahead and do that now. It's pretty good. Actually thicken this downstroke to be there a little bit more. Bring it up, out. Okay, so we have a very simple love there. That came out pretty darn good. So let me bring you guys back up. So there you guys have it. A really in-depth look on how I written out from inspiration from Crystal Elizabeth, the word fall here. All right, and we are pretty much safe, I believe, on erasing all these lines. No, I was not. I was wrong. Looks like there's some smearing there. Or maybe it's just the eraser. Let me just take a lighter approach there. Not too happy about that there. I like to use a dry wipey. Seeing that I have a 2-year-old, I seem to have lots of wipey packs around. Clean, dry wipey, obviously. And here we also have, excuse the noise in the background, you know, he throws his toys. What can I tell you? What child doesn't? All right, so there you guys have it. An in-depth look on how I perceive very simple hand lettering, first from inspiration and then breaking off onto my own and then completely on my own. All right, love the way this Laura came out right here. And I didn't color this in, but why don't we go ahead and take a quick bright green here, 173. And this is bringing us into the Tombow test. Looks like it passed the Tombow test. I'm not going to press my luck and keep on going over and over though, so just 1 or 2 strokes is fine. I really like the way this came out. Very, very nice. Let's go ahead and use a muted color here, 992 for fall. The paper itself takes it because it's Rhodia, but I haven't really done blending with this this pen set yet, so I'm not taking the chance on ruining my markers. Okay. So we even got some Tombow coloring in. So yeah, I'm very sorry for the very long video, but this video deserves nice big heart for patience and for lots and lots of progress that we've made together. All right. So I really hope that you appreciate the time that I've taken to showcase this to you. And this is going to be a red heart down here, because I absolutely love the way the word love, hello, and my two forms of name, Laura, came out. All right, so there you guys have it. So just a couple of words there to get you going on this wonderful Wednesday evening. I gotta go ahead and make some Krabby Patties. That's what I call my homemade turkey burgers. So I know this is again a very long, tedious video, but sometimes it's needed to showcase detail and showcase that you know, it takes time and work. And even look, there's lots and lots of little mistakes in there, and for me that's okay, because it's all part of the learning process. I get better and better as I go on. Alright everyone, so thank you all so much for stopping by. This is my crazy little area that I have here, as you guys can see. And I will see you all really soon. This is Laura Lettering by Laura on Facebook, Instagram, and obviously on here, Facebook. Alright, talk to you soon. Lots of love, hugs, and kisses to you as well, Elizabeth. Okay, I hope I was able to help you with something tonight. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.